world just ain't the same now. We're frightened, but we need to be enlightened. Use our brain now. People pointing fingers, trying to find someone to blame now. Shame how the game of cops and robbers ain't a game now.
These ain't water guns and please.
You ready for the interview?
I'm a little nervous.
Why are you nervous?
It's just, I don't know, when I'm in cameras, I'm like, I feel terrified, but I feel like once I'm there, I think we'll do better.
Is it just the news or just the television in general?
Television in general. Yeah.
Okay.
But we'll see how it goes.
You'll rock this, I know you will. Sky, what about you? How do you feel about being interviewed by the news today?
I don't want to be. I don't know anything about this topic. I haven't had a chance to research on it. I don't feel like it's appropriate to ask me any questions on it. I don't have a useful opinion or any facts or anything.
Well, understandable. I agree. What about you, Angel? You ready to be interviewed by the news? Nervous?
Part of me is nervous. Part of me is prepared.
Okay, what are you nervous about?
I'm just kind of like not sure what to say, or I might be able to stumble over my words and be unclear. So that's kind of like what I'm nervous about.
I think that's everyone's fear. You're not alone. Good. What about you? You ready for this?
Yep.
100%? Yep. Not scared? He's bold, alright. Oh, no fear. Alright. He's the tough one in the group. I'm terrified. I don't like news. I don't like TV.
Hi there. I'm Lena.
And Lena, she is one of our leaders. Where's Brittany?
You on your journey through social change. One of the biggest lessons that I learned in particular is the importance of having a team and how essential that is to any journey for changing the world. 2 years ago, I climbed Mount Kilimanjaro, the largest mountain in Africa. Step, or in my case, hand over hand, alongside of my two best friends, David and Alex. It was an epic journey. And this past year, we decided to do something a little bit closer to home. We embarked on an 11-day journey walking between 2 cities in Canada to raise more funds and awareness for clean water. And again, teamwork, support, and a lot of laughter were essential to our success because, believe it or not, this walk was much harder than Kilimanjaro. We were doing 18 miles a day, which is roughly 3/4 of a marathon every single day. I was so tired I would have to rest one arm on my wheelchair and push with the other. There were days that I didn't think I could keep going. There were days I didn't think I could take another step. But not only did I have my two best friends, but we also had Mama Leia and Mama Monica, who had traveled all the way from Kenya to join us on our journey. And these are 2 women that would benefit from the clean water projects in their community. Now, one morning I woke up and I had the flu, and I thought, how am I going to walk today? My body was aching, I thought I was going to vomit on the side of the highway. But when I wanted to give up, I thought back to those mamas and the determination and the challenge they face every single day to collect water. And with that inspiration and my 2 best friends, I kept going, day after day. With any journey, you're going to need a team of genuine support, and I truly believe this can only come when you know why you're tackling that issue, why that issue is important to you. Getting involved simply because it's the right thing to do isn't enough. You have to have the why, which is the next lesson that I want to share with you. This past summer, I had the opportunity to lead a Me to Me youth trip to Ghana, where Free the Children is just starting to lay the foundation for Adopt a Village. And we're going to be going on a tour of a nearby community called Nyami Yakrom. We met a community member named Mr. Ben, who's giving us a tour, and he told us that the palm oil industry was important to the region, and he wanted to show us how it was made. So we arrived at literally a tin structure with a tin roof and 4 poles. The ground was covered in a slick oil, and there was a bitter smell in the air. 2 women sat barefoot, little kids clinging to them, older kids running back and forth helping where they could. Mr. Ben then told us the owner of this group earns about 60 cedis a day, which is roughly $30 US. And of that, these women make less than $1 a day. Then Mr. Ben turned to us and said something I'll never forget. He said, as you can see, poverty is killing us. I'd heard the statistics of the millions of people that are living on less than $1 a day, but this is the first time that I'd ever heard it said so simply. Poverty is killing us. In that moment, it could have been really easy for me to get angry and feel powerless, which many of you might experience as you see what's going on in the world, but I have learned to take that and to turn that into something positive, which we're looking for all of you to do. Get mad, get angry, speak out, but then do something about it. I've seen firsthand
now would be a good time to grab her and say, like, hey, we're live streaming. I'm about to live stream. Will you give a shout out and say, you know, come down here? Lele, do you want to go with her? Why don't you two go with her to grab?
I'm down.
Okay.
Are we doing Facebook live stream or Insta?
Both Facebook and
I don't have it. I don't have my phone. I only have one technology thing at a time. I can't keep track of all my.
I'll do a live stream on Facebook with my phone. Cool. Let me log into
This battery about to die soon, so when this dies, I have to go get my phone anyway. So I'll start Instagram soon.
Okay. I don't think we can go live on the Facebook one though.
Why not?
Where do you go to?
Oh no, you can't go on. I don't think you can go on live on this. I guess we gotta do Instagram.
Yeah. But she wants to do it on Facebook.
Or not, just.
Or at least I can.
On our page, since it's not a personal page, I don't think we live stream.
I think she's the only one that can do that. Oh. What about Instagram? We can try Instagram.
We can do Instagram. Instagram should be able to work.
I think you can make a Facebook post saying, hey, we're about to live stream. Come check us out on Instagram. If you wanted the Facebook attention. Okay, Facebook, yeah.
Yep, we can do it. Look at Sky being all smart.
This is the live one, right? For Instagram?
That's story.
Which one is it?
I don't know how to live stream on Insta. I don't do live stream on Insta. I know that's how you add to your story. Oh, that's cute. That was cute. I should have got that on video.
This one?
No. I feel like we should Google it. Maybe we should just Google it. Google how to live stream. Does that? Just direct message. I don't know how to live stream.
Alright.
I made love to her. First I had to tip her. 20,000 once. She said I'm that. I said I'm that. I already know it. I come with bad weather. They say I'm a storm. BDS is in my chum. That's a Rockefeller chain. I was in the red column back when Jay was still with Dame.
We don't know how to live stream on Instagram because we never done it before. Can someone Google it?
Live. Alright, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Look at her run.
You guys are awesome people. Fucking love you guys.
We love you too.
I love all the girls. I miss you guys so much. The other guys, give me some. Yeah, give me
some bitches. What?
There's my guys too. Take that picture. Oh my God!
I hope you know I'm still.
Okay, but I will miss you guys. Kisses, legs, make good choices.
Test, hello.
Oh, wait.
What's happening?
Sounds good. That's good.
I have to yell into the mic.
That's good. No, project.
Can you, we're gonna start live on Instagram.
Y'all on Instagram me?
We're going live Instagram. So.
Just give us like a quick shout out and like.
Test, hello.
Come support down here at the planter.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So
you guys gonna ask me the questions?
Or I can just start and then you can just be like.
You gotta ask me some questions because you guys are like running your Instagram.
Okay.
You streaming?
So
I'm not streaming. I'm just filming.
You wanna ask a question?
Oh, okay. I guess I'll do it.
All right. I'll start 1, 2, 3.
All right. Oh wait. After it finds our Wi-Fi. Oh wait. Are you good?
No, it's starting.
Okay, cool.
Isn't this a nice space?
Yep. So what are we doing today?
Today we are kicking off the first day of the Mike Brown Anniversary Plenary, which is basically a discussion and a reflection of the work that we've done as community activists. We've been doing this for the last 3 years. This is our 3rd anniversary. The first anniversary I got arrested because Bernie Sanders was in town. Last year we did the Portland Art Museum and we took over their whole space, the Concrete Garden, and MTV, Huffington Post, all these different organizations spotlighted the artists that we brought in, which at the time weren't that popular. They had new projects, but because of the exposure, they were able to develop their outreach. And so we're hoping that we can do the same thing again this year. So we have some artists that are going to be performing. We have a couple of films that we're going to be showing and panels that are going to be reflecting on what we're talking about in the subject matter of the films. One of them is a film that just released at the Met in New York City, which is the Metropolitan Art Museum, and it's called State of Oregon, and it's about Larnell Bruce, who is a 19-year-old that was murdered by Russell Courtier, who is a white supremacist here in Oregon last year on August 10th. And so we're coming up on the anniversary of his death as well. And so we're using the space again to reflect on the work that we've done as activists to support our community and advocacy, and also to promote art, because when we started being attacked by the police, we started using art as a measure to continue our activism in a way where we could keep families safe and ourselves safe. And so now art is our weapon. We learned that from Janelle Monáe. She came out after I got arrested in 2015 and did 2 free shows for us to help us elevate our energy. And so we're keeping that energy up, and today is a community art project. And if you notice, some of the images that they're putting up are actual wood print images that we made here as community over the spring. We've done all these events where we're inviting people out to learn about the different techniques they use here, and we made art out of it.
How many organizations do you think is here?
I don't even know. Where's my phone? Oh, I'm sorry.
Over there.
I'm sorry, y'all. Hello? Sarah? I think it's me, yeah. Sorry, y'all. I messed up your interview.
I don't know, it's all good.
Okay. You guys should, because somebody on it, answer it. Hello? Y'all might want to talk to Glenn.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. No, she's good. All right. Go ahead and make your way, Fashion Diva.
We can go outside. We already.
Yeah, I think we got enough.
It's just, it wasn't going enough.
She can run in heels.
I just don't want to make.
We did it. We did it. We did it.
That's my style. Give it back. On top, just like my hat. You a duck like quack quack. Spitting like I got a gap. Running circles round them, I'm doing laps. I'm popping jet like my tag. They still in the swag, so I switched it up and now I